Hey, hey, yo, happy 420 to our friends way over on the West Coast. We had a hell of a ball game. Crow is what, over 7 cents? I can't keep track of anything. Fucking Chronos Grind just had a mint out. You guys didn't even tell me? Who got one of these Chronos Grind coins, man? I'm trying to catch up here. Texas, you better get up here. Let me see if I even have the laptop. Where's our Cali fam? They gonna come smoke with us? Since we're here at 7:20 Eastern Standard Time. It's a rare occurrence. But you know what? Times are changing. Things are changing. What the fuck? That was queued up on the. Who was listening to this? The kids? Cool, loving it. Yo, Tex, we got so much to talk about. I don't think we got time for no dance all.
Yeah, I got to first talk to Toom real quick and let him know I do what I want.
Oh, facts. You
Toom
gonna?
is trying to make us a 3 marketplace Chronos system, and there are many, many marketplaces than that. So,
Obviously, I missed a lot. So hopefully, you guys can catch me up real quick, cause I got a burger waiting for me. But I was like, fuck that. As soon as I got in the door, it was 7:20 on the dot. I said, I gotta run this show. I gotta find out what's going on. You guys gotta tell me what's going on. I haven't been able to. All right. So I tweeted as soon as I saw Crow spike this afternoon. And it wasn't until after the ball game when I saw that it had like 150 likes and I started looking through all y'all's tweets that I saw the thing about AWS. Now, is that why it pumped? Because
I am thinking it's the only thing that really it's the catalyst, but it could be anything.
people are so weird. It's like you never know what's gonna fucking do it. And it's a AWS announcement. I don't even think it was really news, was it?
I mean, yeah, I believe so. That there's going to be more money going into the Chronos Labs projects, and that's because of Amazon. I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't read the news flash, but I bet Voodoo knows. What's up, Voodoo?
Yeah, I heard the rumor, so I did some research. I went and I found the actual article where they're describing this partnership. And to be quite honest, it's a nothing burger. It's like
Told you,
I
Texas.
I drive to Chevron and I pump Chevron gas into my car, and because I'm using Chevron gas, I now have a partnership with Chevron. So the same thing happened with Avalanche,
I was
where
gonna say, yep. And
Avalanche said that they had a partnership with AWS. All they're doing is using AWS cloud service.
but man,
They're
it
just another
slaps.
client.
It slaps every
But
time, bro. AVAX pumped off of the
yeah,
AWS
it did.
news.
And this also the news a part. This is not a Amazon is bringing millions of dollars to the Kronos blockchain's infrastructure news. This is not what's happening. Amazon is providing the same service that they provide to, Board Candy,
Oh, you know what else?
Proto Swap.
We also saw them put out an official announcement about May 2nd. Right? There's gonna be a maybe the validators are voting, or it's not the community, right?
I didn't read that one, but I did read the May 12th announcement that they're
May
shutting
12th.
down
I missed the
the
digit.
testnet. No, this might be a different announcement. This one is on the May 12th where they're shutting down the testnet.
Oh, for good?
I don't know what this means. This may be a migration from what they were using as a testnet to the Amazon platform. So they're shutting down the old one and they're going to open a new one when they, start popping stuff off on AWS. That could be the case.
Oh,
or maybe they're shutting it down permanently. But the test net as we know it after May 12th will not exist, according to this announcement.
interesting. Um, I hope everybody made it to the Kronos Labs AMA this morning with Troops and Wavy. It was great. I thought it was great. It would have been even
Maybe that's
better if
what
those
pumped
guys
Crow.
went first. What were you saying?
Maybe that's what pumped Crow.
That's what Wavy thinks. Wavy thinks it's all him. Um, but there was one piece of information I took from Ken that I thought was kind of interesting. I thought we might want to talk about. He said the reason we're talking about burns is because by his math, there's 650 million crow added to circulation every year, and only 30 million used in transactions. So like that's a 620 million float every year.
How much of that is going into NFTs?
Poof.
Yeah. So it's really not really that much that actually gets left over. So when you start considering liquidity pools, NFTs alone, a significant number of that is being, it's just a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a transfer of store, of transferring the value, the store value from one thing to another, right?
I got you. Like buckets of crow.
Now, I heard Voodoo's response, and I think it's a little bit more bullish than that. Now, Voodoo, whatever. I pinned up where AWS startups, you know, put their response. So I think it's a little bit more than just because you're using Chevron gasoline. But,
No, I hear you. But I wrote down something the other day when I was at the gas station. Speaking of gasoline, um, Benzinga. You know these guys. They're on all the gas pumps, and they're here on Twitter. I was in a space with them, um, and David Gockstein was talking about them for some reason. But am I? Anybody else know Benzinga? Or you see him on gas pumps, or you see him anywhere? Tough crowd. All right. Well, here's what I was thinking: was since they're basically in our circle of people, why don't we see what it costs to get advertisements on gas pumps? Like what? How cool would it be? Not even cool. Like how cost effective would it be to start pumping, even if they're NFT, even if it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like we can't wait for crypto.com to do it. So what kind of little like 15-second, I know Texas could think of something. I know Texas can already see his little PFP on a gas pump yelling at people who are pumping gas.
is it going to make any traction? Because we need people to download the crypto.com DeFi app. So how are we going to get them to
All
do
right,
that?
so let's make a proposal to Ken and Kronos Labs that they should throw some money at chimpanzee marketing, at our decentralized guerrilla marketing. Kazan, get up here. Come on, I'm back on my bullshit for you. Let's get back to talking about getting on the sides of trucks, going all over Germany, and let's put our money where our mouth is this time. Now that we got all the snakes out of the grass, we could get on every gas pump in America with a little TV screen on it. I thought that was a good idea. I was sitting there with my daughter, and she was staring at that screen, and then she asked me what Benzinga was, and I was like, wait a second, I know those guys. D-Rod, what the fuck? I'm not saying we like it. I'm just saying it's like, that's penetration. Getting on every single gas pump, it's like you could put any message. And if you had Texas on the gas pump going like, hey, did you know that if you just rounded up every time you pumped gas and put it into Bitcoin, you'd have $8,000? Or I don't know the math. Okay, really tough crowd today. I have better ideas. It's just on a different piece of paper. And I swear someone mentioned gas pumps. All right, forget it. Let's move on to
What
other
happened? You
news.
ran out of room on the wall or something?
No, this is just supposed to be current events, man. There's too many to keep track of, though. If you watch mainstream media, they're saying that like Twitter is in shambles because of the fucking blue check marks. It's like I didn't get that memo. I mean, we've all been bitching and moaning about Elon paying for rich people's check marks, but like that's about it. Seems to be functioning properly. Gray, what's up, man? Am I rugging? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, bro, what's poppin'?
Chilling.
Just chilling, man. How's everyone doing today?
All right.
Pretty fucking stoked on that Amazon announcement.
Tell us about it. What makes you stoked?
Well, what makes me stoked the most is that if Amazon releases an NFT marketplace, they're going to be pumping the fuck out of some advertisement for it to make sure they get an ROI on it. If it's run on the Kronos blockchain, you could probably imagine that they're going to have some kind of on-ramp so people can use the marketplace.
See, that's not what that announcement is saying. It's not saying Amazon's going to use Kronos as the blockchain for its marketplace. All it's saying, I'll find the article and post it, but all it's saying is that
It's already posted.
No, I mean the actual article from the website. I have the actual because I just posted it in our personal
because you guys
server
remember
this morning.
we went through this exact same situation with AVAX.
With
AVAX.
And if you read the actual article, not the tweet with the threads, the actual article from the website, it tells you exactly what the announcement is, step by step. It's all infrastructure. That's all it is. It's just an infrastructure upgrade. So instead of having individuals run nodes, it's going to be run through AWS Cloud, which is the same exact thing that Avalanche did. I'm not complaining. I love seeing Pro at 6.9
because this is
rather
one
than
step
6.5.
closer for us too. Because
Yeah,
we want true decentralization on Kronos chain, and we feel like the rest of the the higher ups want the same thing. And going this route will make it easier for the user base to become validators, to run nodes without the hardware, right?
I like the exposure,
it's
right?
actually just making it more
So
centralized and giving Amazon power because what happens is if Amazon becomes big enough and validating enough of the blockchain, it in a sense controls the blockchain. So it's just like, you'll have the type of effect where like, when China kicked all the Bitcoin miners out, and for a while, China was validating, a significant amount of Bitcoin. And then there was a shift, right? It dispersed everywhere else around the world. So by funneling everything through Amazon, you're actually centralizing the network a lot more.
Oh wait, Heroes is up here. Good.
Sorry to be the bearer of
No.
bad news.
No, I'm glad. We need all points of view, Voodoo. Yours is definitely appreciated. But Heroes got jokes today. Heroes
no, boot voodoo,
Heroes got
boot
fucking
voodoo.
jokes today. I just read his tweet that said the reason Crow spiked was because I got liquidated. You funny, boy. You funny.
Oh my god. Did I hit something or
Yo,
what?
my lava bar was at 99 for way too long this morning. Way too long. That was scary. Scary. Both sides. El Crow and the normal side. I was just holding on for dear life, baby. And then out of nowhere, pew! To the moon. We're still trying to figure out what happened.
Yo, Voodoo, thanks for cleaning up that misconception. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna find an article and post it myself on my account and then bring it to the top. Give me a second.
They're gonna
Show.
read, man. They're gonna learn to read. They keep telling me. We'll keep posting it.
Yo, in other news, the Kronos Steakhouse and I have formed a partnership, and Lil Spermies go live for staking 2 different pools. One's for Thunder Token, and the other one is going to be for their new token Roast that they just released. It is steadily climbing in value, so I hope everyone's excited.
I've been trying to keep up, dude. You're gonna have to run it back for us, cause I lost track of the steakhouse at Roast, bro. I was there for them with steak. I was there for them with ribeye. And now Roast, the way I'm seeing it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it buys back steak, the original token, right?
That's how I'm understanding it too. I've read through
They're taking
the
it all the
paper
way
a couple
back to
times.
reflections. Like this is like a reflection token that buys back their original token stake, and yeah, I think gives it out as a reflection. It's interesting. I love the tokenomics, man. That shit is always interesting to me. So we've seen some price action changes from it since launch today.
Actually, yeah. Now that you mention that, I am a crew and stake token. I had more in my wallet today than I had the other day when I bought it.
Look at this guy learning all types of shit up here today, and we're just getting started, folks. It is 20 minutes till the top of the hour, and we've burned through a whole bunch of 420s today. I'm so proud of my kids. We lost 6-5, but what a game, man. What a goddamn game. Both my kids pitched today. Super proud of my daughter though. Just I didn't see I didn't see her being this good this quick. Just like strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. I'm like, fuck. Chill. Take it easy on these kids. All right, that's it. That's my dad gloating. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me. Elder Carl is here. New America. What's up? Kazan still isn't coming up. Ken FT always comes up. Watch, I'm gonna kick him one. Sushi always has good info. Our guy CK is here. Word. What's up, everybody? Happy. What is it? Happy Tuesday. Happy goddamn Tuesday. Look at this. We're back. The market is catching up to Crow today. That's funny. Crow took off first. Then it was Adam. But where are we going from here? Because I gotta know. I gotta know. Are we shorting it or are we back? Heroes got jokes. You got tips? you got TA? What else you got? You got a mint? You got a token? You got a Discord? What are you doing? Just jokes. All right. I got you. Heroes. Welcome. How are you?
What's up, bro? Have you seen the shitcoin Pepe Crow?
Yeah. Yeah, I lost a solid 20% on that play.
On the ETH side or Chrono side?
They got Pepe Crow on the ETH side. Shit, damn.
Oh man, you're probably not late, but go check it out.
Which one?
there is one on the Chrono side, and there is no owner on it, so
Oh, I know the
you can't get
Crow
dumped.
side. I know the Crow side like the back of my hand, man. They keep trying to sneak these tokens by me.
Well,
Pepe
I don't
Crow.
know.
What do they got? Like a Wojak Crow? Crowjack?
Uh, that the
Tell me someone
Wojak,
made
I don't know
Crowjack.
about it.
That's too
I
easy.
haven't seen the contract on it, but the Pepper Crow one, it doesn't have an owner renounced. So like the top wallets in there are just people holding in and creating utility on it. So it might do something. Just
Cool.
throwing that out there.
No, let's use this as a teaching opportunity. So for people that don't know what ownership renouncement means, it very simply means that whoever created this token, whoever either forked the contract or wrote the contract, well, basically you transfer the ownership to the dead, like basically the dead wallet owns it. Just like we burn tokens, you can burn a contract. It still works, but it has no owner, which means no one can change it. No one can access it. It can also be used to trick people, right? New people might think, okay, ownership renounced. That means it's the communities. So no one can get rug pulled, no one can get hurt. It doesn't mean anything about the liquidity. So make sure you understand liquidity, period. What it is, how you can be a part of it, how you can provide it, how you can make money, you know.
All I can say is keep an eye on it because there's some stuff that I know people are working on. So
So you think it's a good
just
thing.
watch
You
out.
like it.
Yeah, just watch out for some upcoming projects and upcoming discords about it. Because I know probably like 10 wallets in there that are wells that are trying to use that. So,
All right.
non-financial advice, but like I said, just keep an
Yeah,
eye on it.
definitely not
You'll see a
financial
lot of
advice because
activity on
y'all
it.
came in here last week telling me about Pepe Crow and I bought that shit and I thought it was a dip, but I guess it dipped even lower. Are you telling me it's making new all-time highs?
Well, if you see the Pepper Crow one,
I'm
it
pretty
is.
sure that's what I bought. I'm sure there's a bunch of
You,
them.
you can see a lot of big buys instead of big sells. There's a lot of big buys in there. Um, but yeah, I got wrecked on. Well, I haven't gotten wrecked on the on the on the east side. I'm still holding my Pepe. See if maybe in a month or soon. I get that
Oh, so you got the OG.
probably one
You
or
bought the
two.
ETH token.
Oh yeah, I bought the ETH
And
one.
when did you get in?
I got in like uh, probably 8 or 9 days ago, I think.
Which was still pretty early. Yeah. So
Yeah, but I mean, it was doing good, and then people started dumping. Right now, it's kind of looks like it's going up, but still not where I wanted to. I just want to get like at least 2 ETH out of it. um, but I did get wrecked on the baby crow. There was a baby crow. Sorry, not baby crow, baby Pepe on the east side, and I bought it, and I got wrecked in there. And I was early too.
yeah, well,
And it was doing real good. But I haven't sold it out on there. Hopefully it bumps up, but um, they were getting a lot of
yeah, and
buys
it's not
on
just that,
that one.
right? On the ETH side, these meme coins like Pepe, Baby Pepe, Wojak, whatever, they've been
Hmm.
so popular that not only have we had an increase in volume, but because of the fact that there's so much opportunity over there, there's been an increase in I think they call them sandwich bots, right? We talk about these kind of sandwich bot attacks all the time over here when basically you're getting front run. Someone's putting a buy in right before your buy and a sell in right after it. So you're getting 3 times as much volume on ETH, which is making the gas prices 3 times as high. So you're getting wrecked on gas, first and foremost, which is why Kronos is such a better place to do stuff like this, right? But we just don't have the
Yeah.
volume because people don't know about us yet. But it could be really good shitcoin material over here.
And the thing is that that coin got, well, that meme, got a lot of volume because the owner of that meme, he won his what do you call it, case, because he did sue some companies that were using his character, because he made a comic on it and people was using that one as a meme. So he won, and he started suing a lot of people that were in companies that was using the Pepe. And once he got back his ownership and all that, he started posting on Twitter, and he released 2 NFTs of a Pepe, and started saying that he will be releasing a few more NFTs of his art. So I think people know about him, and it just brought a lot of traction onto it, and someone smart just went ahead and created that contract.
Hey, we got a lot of smart people around here. A lot of my boys are wicked smart. D-Rod, Gray, even some of these listeners down here. Carl's pretty smart.
I just participate, bro. Get
D-Rod
lucky.
gets a participation trophy.
Yeah.
How are these?
Yeah, I'm glad I stayed out of that Pepe on E
Yeah.
because fuck that.
I mean,
And Pepe Crow, dude, I saw somebody sharing it and I'm like, man, let me throw 100 Crow in there. It was going up, and then man, I started seeing that shit go down. I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm taking my money out.
that's the thing, right? These things are supposed to be fun, so have fun with it. But please do
Look
not
at
put
the
your kid's college fund into Pepe, and definitely not
yeah,
Crow Pepe. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, don't. But look at the top post on the Telegram. That's the current one, the current chart right now.
The current shark.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you're
up
going
here.
15 minutes, bro.
Wait, Matt Man, Beer Man, isn't he the one that him and Joe made us do? What was it, Bloomfi, and we all got rugged. Remember that shit? Wasn't that Matt Man, Beer Man, and Joe Q? That's the way I remember it. Pepe Crow. All right, so see where I bought it was middle of that middle dip, and I guess I should have sold it, but I probably slept through that. And then, oh look, yeah, so I would have been all right, or maybe I probably still have it. Let me go to MMF. I'm leaving my mic on, and I am checking MMF, dude. Because I don't want to, I don't know. I feel bad. I missed the Chronos
So
grind thing. Did you pick one of those, Zero?
yeah, so yeah, I picked up a
There
few.
is a project right now that is minting in Pepe
Oh,
Crow
Jesus.
and Crow, so they
Bro,
are adding
bro,
This
coins to
guy's,
it.
this guy is
yeah.
pumping his
Just because
bag
you renounce the
hard,
ownership
bro.
doesn't mean I'm going to pump your fucking thing.
It's like, this guy.
Pepe Crow. I see all-time highs, so that's good. But I don't see it in my MMF, which means I sold it at a loss. What a ding dong.
Let it be, bro. Let it be. Let it be,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. I don't want to be this guy's exit liquidity. Yeah.
Nah, man, we're trying to have a rising tide here. We're trying to lift all the goddamn boats. You see how I get liquidated and all the boats rise all the way up to 7?
Oh, hey, look, if you would have shorted Crow when I
I
commented
did
on your
short Crow.
post to short
Bro,
it,
I did.
hey,
I went to
you would have done
MMF
good. Then
and
I
I fucking shorted Crow all the way down. It was only like a $15, but I was up like 120% on the short.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought some Matic at like 96 cents, and then I bought some ETH, and I was like, man, I'm about to play these up and down options, and I was like, fuck it, right? My I was gonna set it at 1900, and the exit was like I don't know what it was, 1800 or some shit. And I was like, I was just so scared. I was like, I don't know if I could do this. So I didn't. Okay. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's fine, man. It's fine. Either way, if you take it, it's good. If you leave it, it's good. If it goes up, it's good. If it goes down, you're good. As long as we're using what we can lose and we're learning. Because I'm fucking good at this now, D-Rod. How long have I been doing leverage? Like 4 months max.
Well, I think it's also different on the crypto.com app because it's like I'm looking at my charts and crypto.com prices aren't the same
No,
as
no, that's the
the market
spread.
prices.
Yeah.
So
So if
yeah. So it's like I don't want to be looking at one chart and rushing to do something and then it's like,
well,
wait a minute.
it's a representation though, because I still flip back and forth and like if you notice the DeFi wallet is giving you on the homepage the same prices as the crypto.com wallet because that's where it's getting its info from. So then I'm going from the homepage of the DeFi wallet straight to Fulcrum, right, and getting a totally different price. But I remember it. It's like when you get in your car, right, and you set your clock 10 minutes fast so that you're never late, but you know that it's fast, so you're always subtracting 10 minutes when you look at that clock, right? Same type of shit. When I look at crypto.com or the home screen of the DeFi wallet. So I know it's not the actual number, but I can tell what the momentum is. And best play I made so
Eh,
far today was going long on Matic at 95 cents, bro.
What's Matic at?
It was at $1 when I closed it. Pew-pew.
Yeah. But yeah, I did get a chance to get some of those Chronos grind mints. So shit went. I mean, it was free mint. Shit went by pretty quick. So
Oh snap! I'll trade you for some Matic. Is it? How many
shit, I
were
just
there?
1,000
1,000. Nice.
What free mint?
Uh, Chronos
on
Grind.
Ibisu Bay. There was a free mint.
Our guy CDN started this shit back in the day, like back when Chronos started, and I remember, and I must still have them. They sent us NFTs that look just like these tokens that just minted for free. Um, they were sending them to us for being Chronos Twitter Space host. Back in the day, Chronos Grind was keeping track and I don't know, kind of incentivizing us, I guess. I think at one point they wanted you to like wear it while you were hosting, but um, they had some cool artwork.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. They should have kept with that, right? And uh, with the spaces, I think it was a good time to run spaces. And I think what I liked the most about it was that it was a variety of different spaces, right? And a variety of different hosts. So uh, it just it didn't like just label it to like the loaded lions or just the jungle, right? It was like you were rocking it in the jungle, and then the lazy horses were rocking it in the stables, and you would have 3 4 spaces at a time, and everybody competing for uh, attendance, right? More or
Those
less.
were the days. We'll get
but
back to
but the
that.
floor price on those coins, they're 29 crow currently. So
Wow, that's not bad at all for a free mint. You kidding me?
I feel like there's projects that charged up the ass for a mint and are probably sitting at a lower floor price
I
than
was gonna
that.
say, D-Rod, I
So
didn't want to be mean, but there's motherfuckers out there that minted for 100 that are selling for less than 39. So
I mean, Billy Rags, for example, right? His shit. I think what you sold yours for 20 some crow. Uh, I'm like, I mean, yeah, the floor price went up to 70, 80, whatever. But that's because they were out here trying to shield it for a little bit. Of course, it's gonna go up, right?
Billy is
Um,
Billy is back at it, man. I'm trying to get him in here.
I fuck with Billy,
Yeah.
bro. I still hold my creatures. I'm
Well,
not,
then get him in
you
here,
know,
man. I want to talk.
whatever.
Like, last time we
I
hung
could
out,
get him
it
in here if
wasn't
you needed
great,
to.
but like, we can move on from that.
Yeah, you came out a little hostile last
I was
time. You were a
angry,
little aggressive there. Yeah, you were mad. I'm like, ooh, this
because I felt
motherfucker
like
on
we were
top.
being talked down to. I felt like we were being talked to like we were dumb or something. I was like,
I mean, we kind of were, right? It's like, but that's what happens with all these projects. They try to just, bullshit answers, and
yeah,
it's like we already know, like you said, right? It's dude, we've been here, and I think he made a comment one time and was like, "Oh, I know a lot of people aren't making any money right now," and I'm like, "Bro, there's a lot of people making money right now. Just because it's a bear market don't mean, I mean, yeah, we're down on certain projects, but there's still plenty of money to be made,
yes, sir.
Uh, I mean, look at all this Pepe talk. It goes to show that there's just people are bored, you know?
Yeah. Well, meme coin season was in full swing, right? And then we saw less than a full week of market downturn. When did it start? Um, wasn't that long ago, right? That we started seeing a downswing from 31
Bro, that was like a week
a week
ago,
ago. And now
two
look at
weeks
how the
ago.
sentiment was different
Like,
over the weekend. It was already people were
remember? I
already
mean,
talking about
yeah,
Bitcoin to 20K, uh
Ethereum
15.
was over
Yeah,
2,000 just over a week ago, bro, and the
2100.
sentiment was,
Yeah.
yeah, completely different.
A week ago. I was running this space talking about Bitcoin is over 31 and ETH is over 2100 for another day. And it was feeling good up there, right? And this is just a very basic retracement. But they were already they were already talking that crazy talk. And it started to get to me, I'm not gonna lie. Cause then even the YouTubers start um talking about May, some fucking rhymey bullshit about sell in May and go away, stay away. I don't know. And then I started thinking about last year. I was like, wait, yeah, May and June sucked. And then I started thinking about the year I got into crypto. That was well, the summer that I really bought in hard. It was June of 2021, and ETH was at like 1600, down from that spring bull run. But like when I met you guys that November and I was talking about how I bought ETH at 1600, everybody was like, "Wow." Cuz ETH was $4,000. And everyone was like, "Oh shit, you bought in June." Yeah, wow. Um that was a long time ago when we were feeling like that. But then look, tell me last week wasn't cool as shit. Like Bitcoin 31, ETH 21, meme coin season, like everybody was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's always the same shit. I feel like ETH, Crow, or Bitcoin, or whatever fucking coin you're invested in starts running up, right? And shit goes, ETH goes over 2K, and it's like, yeah, you're happy, but then you're also like, fuck, man, I kind of don't want this shit to go up because I want to get more or whatever, right? So
That's
it's
why we
like
should
a little.
probably be happy with Crow, right? Because Crow hasn't been doing the same thing as the other coins. Like we we've been sticking here. We've been real sticky here around 6.9 to 7.2. And I try every day in here to remind everyone to use that to their advantage cuz it's beautiful. It's beautiful what I've been doing recently because I don't know why this didn't hit me before, but like I love Tectonic, right? I love that they're paying us to borrow USDC, that they're paying 10% APR on Tether right now. So I'm looking at a 17% APR on my El Crow side. Now, I just realized over the weekend that, you know, when my big position is down in the red, right? 99%, $900 in the hole. There's no reason to sit there and twiddle your fucking thumbs and wait for it to come back. You start a new wallet. You send the Crow over there. You drop it in there. You borrow. You get it going all over again. That's what I did this weekend. When that shit went down, I was like, oh, fuck it. Can't borrow from this. Start a new one. Not a bad play. I might be onto something. So far, I've got one for each of my kids. Probably can't keep track of much more than that in my head. So I'll take it easy. But we buy all
That
this fucking
that
Crow while it's low.
that
You know,
that's how I started with my wife's
we
wallet.
buy it. You stake it in
I
Tectonic, man. You can borrow USDC and get paid for it.
I don't know, bro. I don't fuck with none of that because I just feel like
I'm getting good at this shit, D
sometimes I feel
Rod.
like I lose enough. Hey,
I'm
what?
getting good at this shit, man. I'm telling you. Look at Tectonic. Tectonic was up before Crow pumped. Tectonic was up, just steady, while everything was dropping. Ken, what's up, man? How you doing?
What up? What up? Happy 420. I hope you can hear me over the
Yes,
traffic.
sir.
Did anybody see Fulcrum went with
Thank
ADA? We
you.
got
Oh my
out
god,
on Fulcrum.
I almost forgot
Oh,
about it.
dude, you know how much money you can make if the price moves like a centimeter and you have like $50 every $1 you put in. You can make so much money.
Oh, so you must have staked to get 50x leverage, huh, Ken?
I stake everything to. I used to do the minimums, but now I'm trying to do like $100 over the maximum stakes on everything, just so that like I'm in everywhere. And you know, in the beginning when I staked Vino, that shit was buying me my breakfast burrito every morning, and that was really awesome. And it like really helped me through between paychecks. So like I'm in everything. $100 more than the minimum. I just staked Tonic and. I don't know if I should have put my like 1.5 billion in Tonic in the vault for 4 years or in the lending pool. So I just did the vault because I didn't know what I was doing.
That's
But
cool, man. I
I
like
think I'm gonna
either
do.
option is good, really. I have been taking all my tonic rewards and putting them in there on the collateral side. Because they are paying a decent APR. Nothing like the vaults, right? It's only 8 or 9%. But what I'm doing is using it to compound into the collateral. Because I'm also taking my VVS rewards and swapping them to tonic and adding that to the collateral. And when I claim my rewards, I'm only doing the minimum and putting 60% in the vaults and claiming 40 and putting that into collateral. Because you know what? I told you guys I was at 99% this morning, like sweating. Tectonic is what saved me. We would have got liquidated if Tectonic hadn't have been climbing. You know, because we have a decent amount of Tectonic and 248,000 Crow in that position. So it got dicey. And I get it, D-Rod. Like, this is not for everybody. I'm a crazy person. But there's other ways to do what I'm doing by risking down, right? You don't have to borrow the full amount. like I do. You don't have to leverage it to the tits. But you can take Crow, put it in there for 9% APR, which is great. Borrow USDC for a positive APR, which is crazy. And then either buy Crow if it's, there's a lot of factors at this part. I'm buying Crow when it's down and throwing it in Tectonic. If it's up right now, I'm swapping that for Tether because they're paying 10% for Tether. And then I'm just borrowing USDC and swapping it for Tether. That is the lowest risk play you could possibly make, dude. Borrowing USDC, swapping it for Tether and staking it and then borrowing you. Come on. That's it. That's the best I got, folks.
I am 10 out of 10 going to do that next week when I get paid. There's some like Crew 3. Well, it's not Crew 3 anymore. It's called Zeely. But there's some Zeely quests where they'll award you experience points, and then you can like cash that out into Tonic later if you win. So I'm going to try like $200 in Tonic just to like play with it. Plus, if you're an early adopter in these Web3 things, there's like a chance at an airdrop. And even though they don't talk about it, like on ETH, there was a ton of airdrops that they never talked about just for using the platform. So I can only imagine later that hopefully we get some airdrops.
I really hope so, Ken. And I hope I'm not getting other people's hopes up because this is just me. But like Kazan and I used to daydream up here or night dream about what we could buy with the diamonds because there was really nothing you could do with them back then besides the one mystery box thing. And a lot of other stuff started happening, and you know what? I bet it goes even farther from here. I bet when Main City goes live and there's this lion token that you can swap for Crow, allegedly, the diamond rewards on the CDC platform, like all this stuff is gonna have to tie together. Bottom line. What do you think, heroes?
I just think that you should do like write a walkthrough on that because I don't know. I can't imagine that
A
in my head,
walkthrough
so
on
I
the Tectonic
cannot
thing?
walk through that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get a lot of
on the whole.
DMs about that play. A lot of questions about how do I get into Tectonic? How do I do what you're doing? Why doesn't Tectonic give
Because
us
you always
referral
talk about
codes?
it, but I cannot.
That'd be cool.
I cannot like follow up in my mind.
Yeah.
Doing this trade here and there.
Well, the coolest thing about
Yeah,
Tectonic
and
was that they started these isolated pools a couple weeks ago. And that's what's gotten me so excited, was because that's what got me starting over. Starting fresh was when they, had another pool. And now instead of being in the red for days or weeks sometimes, I was like, oh, now there's a new pool. And I can start at zero again, and I can put Crow in, borrow USDC. And now, on the first pool, I had already borrowed True USD and DAI, and I'm talking thousands of dollars. So you got to either pay it back to change something, right? Or fucking hey, man, I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but like, start a new pool. You can't go out and start a new bank account, right? But you can start a new fucking wallet in about 5 seconds, and get yourself a fresh start. Send some Crow over there. Start over. That's wicked.
that's exactly what I do with my like free mints and like all that other shit. You lose me at like borrow.
Okay.
When I gotta borrow shit, it's like, nah. What's the catch?
Well, yeah, because the catch is by borrowing against my collateral, I've now basically locked my collateral into Tectonic. The only way to get my collateral back is to pay back my loan, right? But that's the point for me, D-Rod, because I know myself and I spend money as soon as it comes in. So I need to work against myself to be an investor and to save. And that's why I leverage the shit out of my Crow. Because if I borrow the full amount of USDC against it, that means I can't touch it. And it also means I have to work my ass off to make sure that that fucking thing doesn't go under 99. Whether that's getting Tether and putting that in there, since like that's the safest play. Borrow USDC for a positive APR. Again, that means they're paying you, they're charging you 1% or 1 point something on the borrow, because of course they have to charge you to borrow. It's a contract. So the math, obviously you got to pay, right? But the tectonic rewards are 1.8% above what they're charging you. So you have a green number there. It's a negative number, but it's negative green, right? So you're in a positive APR for borrowing USDC. That's why I feel so good about it. So I'll put my Crow in there. I'll borrow as much USDC against it as possible. That means now that Crow, I forget about. That's locked. That's Crow I got at 6.5, maybe even under, right? I don't want to sell it ever. So I put it in Tectonic. I borrow USDC against it. This way, they're compounding on themselves. So like that Crow is going to continue to not just gain value, but go up in number because it's compounding itself. It gets like 13 Crow a day into itself, right? Then there's the Tectonic rewards, and I'm swapping everything from my VVS and minted. I swap my minted rewards for VVS. I take my VVS rewards and my swapped minted rewards, and I swap it all for Tectonic. I claim my Tectonic rewards, and then I put all that Tectonic into collateral. So that means I'm adding about 12 million Tectonic per day to the collateral. And that works as a buffer. But basically, if you borrow that USDC and then swap it for Tether, right? That's 1-to-1, $1 for $1. Now you can supply the Tether at a 10% APR right now, and go ahead and borrow more USDC if you want to. But I'm just trying to explain this to people that don't get it. Any questions? Hit the mic button. We're here for another 5 minutes.
What's up with that Blinko link?
Oh shit! Doing it live, Ken. We gotta do it live. Blinko is the word. And as soon as you get signed up, then you'll have a code and you can start hooking people up with this too. Where is it? Choice, the Choice app. Sorry, I can't do two things at once.
So I found this thing called Crypto Tab Browser, and they'll pay you to browse the internet with Bitcoin instead of giving your information to Google for free and letting them sell it. These people sell your information like everybody else does, but they'll pay you in Bitcoin for it. And if you sign up more people, you get more Bitcoin. If you have a lot of people sign up, this is the way, because I've gotten like $35 in Bitcoin just for surfing the internet last year. And that's like with one sign up. So if you got a lot of sign ups, you hit me up in the DM. I'll find the link and send it on over.
Hey, listen, folks, we got to be using each other's referral codes. This is how we win. This is what a rising tide lifts all boats means. We use each other's referral codes. We teach each other about different plays, about security for sure, right? What was the thing we taught everybody yesterday? Oh, call your cell phone provider and tell them that you will never call to request a SIM swap, that you will go into the store if you ever get a new phone and that will 100% save you from ever getting SIM swapped and someone taking, basically cloning your phone onto their phone and stealing all your shit.
Yeah, you got to go in with an ID for a SIM card. You got to like make that known. You could dial 611 and get in touch with your service provider. Does anybody know how to pin something to the top? I found a link, but I don't ever know how to
Yeah,
do that.
if it's a tweet, you can pin it. If it's just a link, then you gotta tweet it and then you can pin it up here. And since it's the end of the space, I would say throw it down in the comments so that everyone can find it later. And I hope everybody in here right now has tweeted out the room. It's a late jungle. What's up, my guy? Johnny Chimps is here. Johnny, are you running a space today? Nobody's listening? I like chilling in that space. It's been a hell of a day for Crow, y'all. I wonder where everybody is. Where the fuck is everybody? Oh, here comes Johnny. 2 minutes on the clock. Say fired up. No. Say fired up. Wow, tough crowd, man.
Yo, what's up?
Johnny!
Yo, what up, man? Oh, shit.
Chilling.
Sorry for jumping in so late. I know you said you're ending your space right now. I just came and I kind of caught it. I jumped in the car. I'm like, let's see what's happening. I was like, oh, shit, Alpha's on right now. I didn't expect to see you so late.
Always on time, Johnny. We had a baseball game. It's that time of year. It was our first baseball game.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome, man. Plus,
Yeah.
the weather's feeling pretty nice now, right? So that's great.
It was all right till the sun went behind a cloud, and then it was like freezing out of nowhere.
Yeah, it changes up real quick. Dude, it was funny, man. The last time you were, because you just brought up the space and nobody's listening. Dude, the last time you were there, right before you left, dude, I was cracking up, man, because forgot out what was the sign off. We're like, oh, me and Alpha are the same guy. Thanks for your money. Take it easy, and you just bounced.
Oh
It was
yeah,
hilarious.
I think I did that on purpose, if I remember.
I was like, is he
let's
gonna come
freak him
back?
out.
Oh shit, he's not.
Hey,
That
happy
was funny
420, shit. My guy.
Happy
Right
420.
on time is right. It is 420 somewhere. And if nobody told y'all you're doing a great job yet today, you're doing a great job. Especially our guy, Johnny Chimps, man. Always fucking killing it, this guy.
Appreciate it, man. Yo, did you see the tweet that I put up? I did a bunch of Buddy Bricks for Texas. Did you see all those loaded lines?
Yeah, you got to throw it up here in case people didn't see that shit.
Let's see if I could. I'm trying to drive at the same time. Let me see if I can.
Oh no, not if you're driving. I'll find it. I'll find it. But these
let me see if
Buddy
I can
Bricks, bro, it's not just a Chronos hit. I see people from other chains talking about it.
Bro, awesome is like recently we did one for a project on XRP called the Digital Syndicate. Awesome team. We've been talking for a while, and one of the guys on the team is actually the chimp holder when we first, when the chimps first launched. And so we've been, still talking, which is great, right? But yeah, man, they're the fourth chain basically that we've been able to make Buddy Bricks for, man, and it's awesome to see, because we started with with Chronos and doing all that, and then we started talking with some Polygon projects and Ethereum and XRP. We're like, this is awesome, man. People are really loving it, and dude, I love making them. So it's like a win-win.
Yo, if you guys haven't checked out Buddy Labs, and this is definitely for the people that are going to be listening back to this here space, because this is not our usual time slot. So everybody who usually shows up is going to be looking for the tapes on this one. Oh, Buju's coming up here. So we got to link them to Buddy Labs in case they haven't heard,
Appreciate that. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. It's awesome to see, nothing happens immediately, but it's great to see that people still, they notice we're still adding new things, new Buddy Bricks, new merch for new projects.
Yeah, and the good
things
stuff
like that.
has risen, the cream has risen to the top, so to speak. Even we have had a couple of ideas that haven't worked out in the past 2 years, right? Right here on Chronos. But like our our baseline projects are always going to be here.
Yeah, man. Look, man. You know what it is about Web3. You need to be ready to adapt, right? Ready to grow. That this space moves so fast. Like what works today may not work tomorrow. So you got to be on your toes. And I think that's one of the toughest things for any project, right? Is to be ready to, like dodge, move, and keep going. And that's kind of what we've been trying to do. Also, you've been following a lot of the stuff I've been doing. Building for since 16 months now that we've been working on ours, and we're constantly trying to do things, trying to continue bringing new and exciting things that people could I don't know get excited about, really. And with that, with us doing our the spaces every week on Wednesdays, and I think I spoke to you about that a little bit. But whenever you're in a space as well, the cool thing is if you mint to nobody live, you get a free buddy bricks right instantly. Like you mint, you DM me, you say this is my transaction, and we go 1-for-1 on every buddy break, which is cool because you don't need to get one for a nobody. You could do that for any project that you love. Like Thundercats, you have a Thundercat that you love, dude. Just come mint to nobody and get a free buddy break and use your Thundercat,
I
to represent.
do. I
So it's
do
like a
have
win-win,
Thundercats I love. Yes. I need to get all of them on Buddy Bricks. For people who don't know, like Johnny and I go way back. Not only does he make all of the Island Thunder merch on buddylabs.com, but we started with the chimps. We started as chimps. And we started our projects, started our discords. You might call us fucking chimp derivatives, right? I'm Alpha Chimporo, if people remember that corny ass name. And Johnny Chimps, man. Like boil it down, we are the two original chimp derivative projects on Chronos, bro.
It's awesome to see where we are today, and the to stand where we are, look back and see everything we've done in the past almost 2 years, right? It's phenomenal, and I think that with the support of the community and people seeing what we keep doing and our consistency, really, we just have more upswing, because come on, man, to be able to build and create things in a time like this, yeah, we have some nice pumps here and there, but we're still very far from where we were months ago, right? If 30 cents right now sounds wonderful. If Crow hits 30 cents, I'm
Oh
going to be
my
ecstatic.
god,
But,
bro,
we
don't get me
like
that
think about
excited.
that.
I've been saying 10. I've been trying to take it easy. Like,
Oh, man,
get me to
yeah.
10 and I'll throw a fucking party. Like, IRL.
10 would be nice. I thought it was going to pump like that when he started talking about it. Like, I looked at the chart. It was like a straight shot up, like, what, 2-3 hours ago. I was like, whoa, what's going on over here?
Felt like it. Yeah,
Blew
that
my
was
mind.
me getting liquidated. No.
Oh, shit.
Johnny, have you had a Chronos Labs AMA yet? Whoops, there goes my pen.
No, I haven't. But
Yo,
you know
me
what, man?
and
I was
you
trying to
next
figure
time. That's
out
what I'm
what we can
saying.
do. How can we make that happen? Because that
I
would be
think
awesome.
this community
Like,
is
like,
pushing for it, bro. Honestly, like it wasn't even my idea. People have been asking me, like, "Yo, what's up with you guys getting up there?" And I really just think it's a matter of time, And I think that Troops and Wavy up there today was really cool to see, and it felt good.
oh,
And
without a doubt.
I would go up there with you. That was us at NFT NYC last year chasing Ken down. You found him. You got our
Oh, yeah.
stuff on the table, but that was the mission.
That was a highlight. Oh, dude, that was a highlight. And the whole time we were there, I was when I got there, and I think the first day I was with Crosby Dev, and it was just me and him, and I kept on thinking and telling him, like, dude, we got to find a way to get on a table. We got to get on a table. What we do at the end of the event, man? We were on a table. So,
Yo, and that video that you
mission
made at the
successful.
table, like that was like the first viral. Or maybe you had one before that, but I remember that shit taking off, bro. Like it had like 200 likes as soon as you dropped it.
Oh, dude, that was exciting. Yeah, that was definitely exciting. And was it recording? Santi's recording, and
Santi.
he just caught that real moment. Yeah, Santi, and he just caught such a real moment. Me just talking to
One
people.
take.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was dope. I'm looking forward to doing it again. I mean, this year I wasn't able to do too much with NFT NYC with work and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, how'd
by
the
the way, I don't know if I
Polygon
told you,
Labs
dude.
thing go?
All right, so that was pretty awesome, dude. I ended up a buddy of mine, Big Papa. He's one of the team members over at Friday Night Punks, a project on Polygon. He hit me up and he was like, "Hey, dude, look, I can't. My wife can't come. I got a free ticket. Would you like to jump on board?" I was like, "Hell yeah, dude! Like for sure." So I got lucky enough to get that extra ticket. And when he shows up, I go inside with him, making sure because I was a little nervous. I was like, if they scan a QR code, I don't look like a Melissa. So I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Anyway, so we get inside, and dude, the first person I run into Uganzo, right? He's right by the bar, and I pat him on the shoulder because I see his Psycho Kitty shirt, and he turns around, he's like, "Oh shit, Johnny, what's going on?" So we start having this conversation. One thing led to another, man. I saw a bunch of these other influencers into space, a lot of them from Ethereum and Polygon, right? Mainly because that's kind of what the event's about. But dude, when we were gonna step outside, there was this guy who was being interviewed with cameras, a microphone, this whole entire thing, right? And as we're walking out, I go and I heard somebody say, "Oh, that's Steve Founder from Bros NFT." So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and show him," because I had all my Buddy Bricks cards from the Polygon NFTs, right? One of them was Brozo, and I had a couple other ones. And I turned around to the one guy and I was like, "Oh, dude, look, I heard you're the founder of Bros NFT. Like, check out something that I do." So the guy grabbed my card. He kind of smirks. He goes, "Oh no, I'm not the founder of Brozo, but these cards are dope." And then he goes and says, "You know who you got to talk to? The guy over there by the camera." So I was like, "Oh, I wasn't even paying attention over there." Dude, he walks me into this interview, throws the Buddy Bricks into the guy's hand, and he's like, "Yo, Donnie, check this out." So that's the guy, Donnie from Brozo. And then he's like, "Oh, what's this?" And he starts asking me, like, "Where'd you buy this?" I was like, "Nah, buy it. Nah, dude, I make it myself." And so we had this dope ass conversation. They got it on camera with the microphone. And dude, you know how I get sometimes, like in spaces, I get a little nervous. I've been getting a whole lot better than I used to be. But dude, the camera, like, man, I see a camera and I just start, it's just me and the camera. I forget all the other noise. It all disappears. And so, like, I start doing my whole thing. Then I start talking about nobodies and us expanding to Polygon and the Buddy Bricks and all this. Dude, I just go off on this whole thing. And it was phenomenal. Like, they wrapped it up. They dabbed my hand. They said, "Dude, you killed it." And the next thing you know, everybody started kind of like leaving little by little. And once again, dude, I saw this booth but empty, right? And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to post up here. I sat in a booth. I threw my Buddy Bricks cards on the table. And people started sitting around me, like one by one. It was funny, man. It felt like one of those speed dating things. Like a guy would sit down in front of me, and he'll start talking to me, asking about Buddy Bricks and nobody's, and then he would get up and leave, and then somebody else would sit down. It's a really dope thing, man. But at the end of the day, I got to meet some interesting people in the spaces, and I even had a good conversation with one of the team members from, and I think he's the marketing lead, some guy named YS. He's from One Planet marketplace over there in Polygon. And we had a great conversation too. So I'm going to be hitting him up soon as well. But at the end of the day, man, I think it was all about, it was a successful day. I got to meet people, show what I do, and people got to see my passion behind what it is that I do, which is my favorite thing, man, because I could talk for hours about the stuff that I do. And I love it when people smile and say, "Dude, this is fucking awesome." Like, that makes my day.
No, it's really it's hard to miss, like your passion for making this stuff is it's infectious, man. And that's exactly what we need around here. The Polygon community is lucky that the nobodies are going over there, spreading over there. How do you say it without scaring people?
Expanding really,
over there.
Yeah, some people like you said, it is like in a way kind of like a scary thing. People think, "Oh, you're leaving a chain," but I guess at least the way that I look at it, right? You need to think about what's the best thing for you, your project, and your vision, right? If it makes sense for you, then do it, right? At the end of the day, there aren't real physical walls in Web3, man. So why put these invisible walls and things they think that you're limited? And so, like, for me and what I do and my vision on nobodies and what I'm trying to accomplish with Buddy Bricks being like the staple NFT card all on Web3, I need to expand. I need more people to see what it is that I'm doing. But at the end of the day, it's like this. It's like if you hold a nobody on Chronos, you will always win on everything that I'm doing, right? No
I'm
matter
sorry,
what
Johnny.
chain I
I'm
end up on.
brand new. I'm
What's
brand
up?
new, and I've been here. I've been here for 6 months, and I've never heard you talk. So I
Buju,
mean,
you
you
gotta
got to
what's
get in
up?
here and talk
right
to us,
now.
bro. Come
You
on.
gotta be fucking with
I
me.
mean, hey, you got to be here for the new people if you want to be known and you want to expand, bro.
No, and I hear you, dude. And the funny thing is, I know you say you never heard me talk. I know I do. I've been doing my spaces about 7. I think it's gonna be my 7th week straight. I do it every Wednesday at 6:30.
It's a good
And
space.
we run it for an hour
I
or
vouch
two.
for this guy.
Thanks,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. So if you ever want to come by and listen to me talk over there, that for sure. My problem when it comes to joining spaces, and this is a real thing. I work in New York City, right? I work construction in New York City. So a lot of the times, the environment around me is super loud, obnoxiously loud. And then when I get out of work and I'm trying to drive home, there's a lot of times I cross tunnels, bridges, and I lose service. And I think one of the times I jumped on without fun is, and I think it was the last time I jumped into the jungle. I requested the mic, and I think I might have said like 4 words, man, and I lost service and I got cut out. And then I just felt embarrassed.
Oh, that's what
It
it
was
was.
bad.
Rugged. You
Yeah.
rugged me
Oh,
once.
bad.
Tell me how many legendary nobodies are left.
Oh, all right. We have. Thanks for asking that question. We have 4 legendaries, and we've been able, or one has been minted like an epic. So we have 2 different versions of like rares, right? We have our legendaries. There are 4 of them, and then we have our epics. There's 8 of them. If you manage to mint any of those, you do get 1,000 crow just by minting it. But depending on the one that you mint, when it comes to the legendaries, you will also get a Buddy Labs gift card as well. So it depends on which one you get. You got the full diamond, the gold, the silver, the
Yo,
bronze, right?
Johnny.
When it comes to the legendaries. What's up?
Oh, sorry. Have you been
What's up,
keeping
Alpha?
track of how much crow you've given away since we got here?
Oh, dude. When we talk about, no, I haven't, but
Because I tell people
if you
about how I
remember when
used to
I,
be jealous of your Discord and how poppin' it was back in the day, and it still is, But like
appreciate that.
it was ripping like at it from the
Dude.
start, and I was like, this guy's just giving out crow. He's giving out chimps. I mean, I was giving out chimps, but like we need to keep track, bro.
Man, I'll be honest. Right now, I wouldn't even want to look at that number because it might make me
I
sick.
know. That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, but I gave out, dude. I was giving out on a regular. I think one week I gave out over 20,000 crow, and this is when crow was like 50, 60 cents. I had given out in one week, but for the most part, I was giving out like 2,000 crow daily, 2,500 crow daily on my winners, and that's around the same time with my OGs. Like, when I originally minted my OGs for 65 crow, if I'm not mistaken, they shot up to like 14.50. And once again, this is when crow was around 50 cents, 50, 60 cents. So it was a huge like upswing. And it was because of that, man, because everything that I was doing to give back, to just, keep pushing what it was that I
And
was
that's
doing.
why I think we get
And
along so well. We both see this as like when it comes in like that, you just gotta give it out. There's no other sustainable option,
Well, for sure, dude. Because look, what we're doing in the space that we're building here, right? In order for us to win, not just as individuals, we also need to rise together. You were talking earlier about how high tides raise all the boats, right? Something like that. I might have gotten that quote wrong, but at the end of the day, it's like we all have to rise together, right? At least that's the way that I look, and I believe it from the beginning, and that's how I was, and that's why I was always giving back, because I was into some early things. Like, if we want to talk about early things that were making me bank, was like chronodes, right? Chronodes were in, and I had 100 nodes when they were popping, man, and I was making so much money. And what was I doing with that money? I was either minting a bunch of projects or I was giving money out. Like, that's just all I was doing. I was having such a good time, and it felt really good to be able to give back, right? And then obviously everything kind of went upside down when the market decided to go the other way, so things were a little bit difficult.
we'll
But it
do it
never
again,
changed.
folks. We're gonna be right back there.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah. This time, I don't know. I think everybody learned one lesson though, and that's take some profits. put it on the side, because I definitely did not follow that rule
And I'm
correctly,
glad
and
we're
it
here.
bit
I'm
me right in
glad
the ass.
we're here, man, because like I didn't know how to do this shit when we were at 90 cents. I didn't know how to leverage trade. I didn't know how to hedge my shorts. I didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like make risk reward assessments. Like I wasn't doing any of that shit, and I definitely didn't have 250,000 crows stacked in Tectonic. So like this has given us all an opportunity to build that strong foundation. It's the only way to grow
Yeah,
sustainably.
100%. Well, dude, at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is as well, right? We got to take advantage of moments like this in the market. you know, in a way, it's like peaceful, right? Yeah, it could be a bloodbath here and there. So I'm not talking about that sense, but when it comes to you building or learning, it's a nice time to do that, right? It's not so chaotic. It's not so like you don't need to chase anything. You could just learn quietly, build quietly, and like, you know, when everything does decide to pump up, just be ready for it, right? You got your knowledge, you got your project built to where it is, or at least close to where you want it. But you know, you've been able to establish that and have some good footing in the ground, and I think that that's what I love about this time right now. I love the highs because I was making money, and I love these lows right now because I get to really find, like, for instance, when I first started my project, one of the things that had me very nervous in this space was me trying to find out my identity, right? Like, who am I in this space? Like, yeah, I'm Johnny. Yeah, I have, like, I like this, I like that, but who am I and what am I contributing to Web3, to the blockchain? What is it? And I didn't know this around that time when everything was up. I just knew in my heart that there's something that I wanted to do. And as time has gone by, and with this market being the way it is, I've found out that in my core, I am a creator. Right? That's what I like to do. I like to create. I like to keep building. I like to always test different things. And like, if I make something today, tomorrow I want to try to make it better. And that's kind of like one of the proofs in what it is that I'm saying. It's like, you look at my Buddy Bricks cards, and you know, yeah, they've gotten very, very nice from the original ones, right? It's changed. I've added so many different features. I've upgraded papers. I've done different things. I've added NFC chips to them, right? And it's beautiful because I feel like this time has given me that opportunity to test different things so that when it's ready to like take off, dude, like I have, you know, my project and my cards the way that I want them. You know, with everybody that could say, we've seen this from the start. We see where it is now, and we know for sure where the hell it's going tomorrow and the next
Yeah,
day.
it's gonna
You know,
feel
so that's kind of
much
like
different when we
feeling.
plan for it. Cause like I don't know about everybody else, but back when I met all y'all in November of 21, um, it was the most money I'd ever had, right? But I wasn't expecting. I wasn't like $100,000 was not a goal of mine. I was just buying Crow and Matic and ETH, and then shit went crazy. And I didn't even really have the time to think about taking profits. Like, I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, thinking back, like, I don't know when I would have taken said profits. Everything was moving so fast. I don't even
Yeah,
remember chimps being 3,000 Crow. I remember Wavy selling one for 3,000 Crow, but I don't remember seeing the marketplace like that. Like, we were just doing so many other things that like we didn't
yeah,
take account of the fact that that was the top. But now is different. Now is much different. At least from my perspective. I love
yeah. Now without a
yeah,
doubt,
like
man.
Texas, we almost lost you, buddy. What's your perspective?
First off, I want to congratulate Johnny. I don't know if you've shared it with the Web3 community, but congratulations on the addition. You know, it's a big deal. You know, I don't know if it was your first,
Thank you.
but if nothing else, mint a nobody in honor of Johnny's first child. But if you want in real life materials and a project founder that's building, build with nobodies, because I got some exciting stuff and I can't wait to work with Johnny further, like I'm working with Alpha.
Appreciate that, Texas. Thank you, man. Yeah, I actually haven't. A couple people know about my son being born. I shared that in the space. I don't think I've told Alpha. Alpha, did I tell you about that? My
No, I
son
knew
was
you were
born last
expecting,
Saturday.
yeah, but
Yeah,
congrats, bro. That's not
yeah,
your first
yeah.
though,
Thank
is it?
you. It's my first with my wife.
Oh, okay.
It's, you know, my yeah, my other son's a very, it's like a complicated situation. It's one of those kind of scenarios. But this one is like, you know, I'm married. I'm with my wife clearly. And it's like it feels good, man. It feels good to do things the right way, if that makes any sense. You know, and I'm happy, dude. I'm happy. It's been exhausting. I'm tired, you know, because the baby wakes up every 2, 3 hours, and like, you know, feeding or a change, and like, man, it's been exhausting. But that doesn't, you know, that doesn't stop me from trying to do what I do and what I'm passionate about.
Hey,
But
more power to you,
yeah, man.
buddy. We raised our projects together, and now we're gonna raise our newest additions together. So
Yeah. When's yours
Next
due,
month.
man?
Next month.
Oh God, it's gonna come quick.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of which, I gotta get out of here, but I'm glad you made it up here at the end there, Tex. I'm glad to see Bach in here. I hope everyone is enjoying their Tuesday, enjoying Crow being back on an upswing. I would say take profits, but we got a long road ahead of us. What you
Yeah, we
do
do.
is you pull that USDC liquidity when they let you on Tectonic, and then you hold it, you swap it for Crow as we go back down. But I'll tell you guys all about Tectonic and what you can do over there. Tomorrow morning, coffee and Crow. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. You got to drink that water, brush those teeth, own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Do not ever forget that shit. Don't tell your seed phrase to anyone, please. Please. We're doing so good. Write it down. Pen on paper. No screenshots. No copy and paste. Very important. Put it in a safe. Put it someplace safe. Show somebody else how to do this. Because not only is it not easy, but we are growing this crofam. And people are gonna start piling back in, because that's just human nature, man. Nobody wants to buy it at 6.5 when I'm screaming. They only want to buy it when it's 90 cents. So we got nothing but time, y'all. Nothing but love. See you in the morning. Crow fan for life. Peace.